Black shorts. What is it? Yeah. Okay, bud. This is Adelson? How you doing? Just want to give you this. Listen. You're scared. No, don't be scared. Listen, just want to let you know that we know that your family has been taking care of Katie and her friend Cote for quite some time after your problem up north has been resolved. And I want to let you know that my brother, he's incarcerated. He helped your family with this problem you guys had up north. And we want to make sure that he's going through some rough times. And we want to make sure that you take care of what he's going through, the way you're taking care of Katie and Tuco. Well, this will explain it. Thank you.
You are listening to the Roberta Glass True Crime Report, putting the true back in true crime. From New York City, Roberta Glass is now on the record. Okay, boy, are we in for a treat tonight, as per my boyfriend's request. He asked that I watch the Donna arrest footage, which is amazing. I don't remember a case where everything has been on video as much as this case. Every little bit of evidence, from the bump to the Dolce Vita recordings to the trials, all videoed, broadcasted. And now this delicious, I mean, that's the only word I can use, incredibly delicious. I think this will be the first, but not the last time we'll see this footage on my channel. Video of Donna getting arrested. And thank you, Law and Crime. This is the first time I saw it. I was watching it over and over again before the show. I just couldn't believe it. She's asking about the warrant, why she wasn't served a warrant. Hey, Donna, that's for when you're not fleeing. They don't give you pre-notice when you're trying to flee the country to a non-extradition country. Oh boy. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's welcome all. And I'm sorry I missed yesterday. I got a very Donna-like illness, food poisoning, which sounds like such a lie, but I will tell you it is true, right? I had everything set up, so that's going to be the show tomorrow. How Donna and Harvey lost their money in a Ponzi scheme, some information about that. But we may watch this tomorrow as well. Just for me, it never gets old. Or not yet. So here we have Harvey in the baseball cap, Donna with the blue bag, very much dressed like they are going to get on a plane, all their comfy clothes, ready for a long flight. Remember, they're going to Vietnam via Dubai. And don't look bad for their age. I hate to say it. I hate to say anything positive about this morally bankrupt couple, but there you go.
Hi, how are you? You have an ID?
Hey, Donna, Rashy warned you. Daniel Rashbaum, your lawyer, he warned you this might happen. He warned you. And did you see the look on Harvey? He's looking at her like, is it for both of us or is it just for my wife? And then you can see a little relief. He's like, oh, just for my wife. All right. But she knew that this might come down. I don't know what she thought. But it's clear here, and at least from my viewing, my first viewing of it, that she thinks she's going to get out, that she's going to just go through the motion. She's asking where she's going to go next, give over her jewelry. She's going to get it back, and she's going to be out on bail.
I want to give it to you.
Why do I have to? Because my attorney says not to.
Why do I have to give it to you? This is evidence. Evidence. She's under arrest. I have to go with. I have to go. I have to go. You don't have that choice. I can help you out. I have to stay. Please don't do this. Don't stay. You need to grab the bags. Take the bags. Yeah.
Please don't do this, Harvey. Oh, well, now that you say it, Harvey, now that you've asked them nicely not to do this, I guess we'll forget about the fact that Donna was spearheading the murder of Dan Markel. It's really hard. You know, I had a guest who said something very wise, which is that you have sympathy for whoever's in front of you. Do you know what I'm saying? So as I'm watching this, even I know in my mind, I know what she's like. I know what she did. And there's a small part of me that feels badly for her. And I have to remind myself that she made her bed. Oh, thank you, MW. Special thank you to Roberta's boyfriend. Yeah. He was like, come on, you got it. I was like, all right, I'm going to probably be watching it over and over again anyway. So thank you. Oh, thanks, Karen. Karen is like a super fan tonight. I did an episode before this about Marjorie Nugent's Bernie Tita's her murderer, Bernie Tita. Thank you so much, Karen, for the super sticker. Appreciate it. But now that Harvey says, please don't do this, I guess that's the magic. He did say the magic word, guys. He did say please.
You need to wait outside. Okay.
My husband's almost 80 years old. He can't
Yeah,
come
I
with
can't.
me?
Please, can I go? No, you can't join me there. Oh, don't do this, please.
Please.
Oh,
Somebody's
God.
got to help him get home. This is terrible. You can't do this. This is insane.
This is insane. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's insane, the hysteria. But she does look heavily medicated. I think she was ready with her benzo kind of meds to go on a plane here. That's what I think. Just my view.
Please. Please.
Donna, please don't put handcuffs on her. She's not a criminal. She's just a killer. Come on, guys. You don't have to put handcuffs on my wife. They really think that they can reason, talk their way out of it. Boy, it really gives you an idea of why Donna's having such a hard time in jail. They do think they're special.
Do you have anything in your pocket?
No.
Do you have anything of value in you?
No,
Plus, you have a necklace on.
What I got?
You can take it off. I'll take it.
Yeah, take it off. Yeah.
And the earrings.
And the earrings, the rings, take everything. You give it to your husband. Because once you arrive at County Jail, they're gonna make you remove all that.
Can I call my attorney?
You can.
You have a passport ready?
Where am I going?
Hold the company finger.
Where am I going?
You're going to the.
You know, I had forgotten that Daniel Rashbaum was Donna's attorney before Charlie. And I'll go more into that tomorrow, but I wonder who she's calling, if she's calling Marisol here, or she's calling Rashy, because Rashy is so good. He's wonderful. He'll solve everything for you, Donna.
They come here. No, this is right here. The one on top.
I'm sorry, remove your ears. No.
1 minute.
So this looks like a situation where it looks a little bit like Locked Up Abroad or one of those shows where they took her away from everyone who was boarding into the flight and didn't arrest her in front of everyone, unfortunately. That would have been really interesting. This is all from some kind of, behind the scenes airport room.
Yeah, we'll go back.
You take it right through here.
Yeah, we'll go back out and just. You're making a mistake. Okay, so another mistake. There's two mistakes. Do me a favor and try to take it off. Can you get this off? Can you take it off, please, Donna? I don't want to hurt her. That's why, please.
Just a minute. Just a minute. It's getting there. Listen to me.
Yeah, I'll call.
Get an Uber, go home.
I will.
Take
I will.
it easy.
I will.
All right?
Yes.
Yeah.
If there's anything else in her personal insurance.
Wait, what is she asking him to do? Hold on 1 sec. I didn't hear that. Do I need to put the CC on here? I don't even think it's gonna be much use. I think it's gonna get a lot of mumbo jumbo, but I'll try.
Just a minute. It's getting there. That's all. Listen to me.
Yeah, I'll call.
Get an Uber, go home.
I will.
Take
I will.
it easy.
I will.
All right?
Yes.
Oh, see, there's that paranoia. That actually did pay off. She's saying, get in an Uber, go home. I will. He's saying, I will. And she's like, don't tell anyone. So again, that kind of very paranoid mindset, because those are the people that can talk. She needs to talk to someone. The lawyers that don't talk. Very paranoid. She's been living in a world of paranoia, which is why I love the Society Pages video, which is a trailer of the conversation with the bump footage and Donna, because it's really, it says in the beginning, this is about like a four-way mirrors, anyone is listening at any time. And that's really Donna's perception of the world right now. She's been living in high stimulus, high alert, high paranoia, high anxiety for so long. So interesting.
Yeah.
If there's anything else in her personal insurance.
Oh, it's coming, sweetheart. It's coming. Just a second.
Do you have her driver's license somewhere in Chins?
I'm sorry?
Her driver's
It's in my
Yeah.
it's in my purse.
Yeah.
How it
Yeah, then you could get back.
Sure.
It's
You need her
almost there.
passport, or can I give it to the husband? The passport can I give it?
So Donna is having a long time taking out some piece of jewelry behind her back. She asked Harvey to take it off, and it's really funny because my boyfriend has trouble taking off my jewelry sometimes. Can you just do it? You like are on or off. They're not, with those big hands, they're not often really good at the little intricate things that you have to do with necklaces or bracelets. So here we see the same kind of problem. Donna and Harvey having the same kind of problem with her jewelry.
Donna,
What's up?
Where is it?
It's in the blue and white, it's in the blue and white.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get a driver's license for it. Yeah.
And the license, the address on your license is correct?
Yes.
She needs all her. When she goes to the jail, they work together.
They're all in here though.
Yes, they work. If I take them here, what will happen is when you go there, they possibly toss them out. So when you go to there, you will meet the nurse and the doctor, and then they'll work in conjunction with the hospital to get you whatever you need.
Yeah, you're never going to see that kind of class of medication again, Donna, unfortunately, sadly for you. And you've heard Charlie say to her, take something so you can sleep. She's probably pretty dependent. These are most likely controlled drugs, and she's probably dependent, although she never looked to my eye like she was going through any kind of withdrawal in prison. So in jail, I'm sorry. They look like they did a pretty good job. Maybe on the way over there from Miami to Leon County, she might have been uncomfortable in that turtle suit. But when she got to Leon County, they seemed to be pretty sensitive. Excuse me. Pretty sensitive to the inmate.
Yeah, but I don't have a list with me. I know what's.
Yes.
I have a.
Is it multiple or is just one or two?
There's a bag of medication in here. Is that what you're asking me?
She can take medication.
No, I know. I was just trying to find out if it was like one or two.
medication.
Yeah, if it was one or two, then she maybe could take the name down.
Do you need anything else from her?
Can I ask
Or
you
we're good to
something?
go?
Can someone just get my husband outside and
So I'll get
The gentleman here will assist him in any way.
I'll be okay.
I have the ring. Hold on.
I think she's worried he might get arrested. I don't think that is for his own. Can someone just get him away before he gets arrested? I wonder if she thought he was going to get served or get arrested right after she did. Because the way she was talking about this in the jailhouse calls, it was always, what happens if we get arrested? We don't make it out. I don't think she ever thought that this could be a scenario. It was either they both get arrested or they make it out in time. But I don't know if making it out in time was just being stopped for her. I don't know if she really even fully, they're so optimistic, this family. It's hard to think she thought that they would just stop her and then she would get arrested at home or something. They would bar her, like put her on a no-flight list or something. I don't know. I wonder what she thought not made it out meant.
Let me have them, please. No,
Okay.
All right, so I don't have the meds, honey. They're all in here.
Give me 1 moment, please. Hold on. 1 moment.
Oh, I was so busy. I didn't get to see this. I was busy doing stuff. I didn't see that she did a perp walk. Oh, this is so delicious. Oh, it's so delicious. Just knowing all the hurt and the pain that she's caused. I do get some schadenfreude from this. I'm sorry. I know that probably makes me a terrible person, but I love that she's being paraded in front of people, because for Donna, status, image is money, getting over, control. Those are the things that make her life. That's who she is. She has no depth. So for this humiliation would have been so humiliating for Donna, this perp walk.
go out or?
So apparently the Dade County, is that what it is? Is it Miami Airport is not too busy at 8 o'clock or around 8 o'clock, or I guess they would have to get 2 hours early, 6 o'clock on a Monday. Not too busy, or at least the wing going to Dubai. So they were going to Vietnam via Dubai. Am I stopping too much? Let me know. I mean, all I can imagine is the Markells watching this and just popping the champagne. I really, if I had known this was coming out today, I saw Murder by Maestro did a great thing just from the clip from the Dateline video. And I was going to put some vocal trackings on that of Donna, but now I don't have to. Now we got the real thing. But now all you hear is the clank, clank, clank of her handcuffs and her feet. Did someone just call Rashy Cash Bam? That's a great nickname. Did you know he used to be a former prosecutor? So he really went to the dark side, apparently never lost a case. But if anybody can find anything on the cases he prosecuted, both Murder by Maestro and I are coming up empty on that. Doing a zillion searches. I can only find stuff about his career as a defense attorney.
You have your case number, GiGi? No. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm going to 06 from now, from here, and then.
You know, you can't do this. Take her handcuffs off. All this special treatment they're expecting. It's bizarre. But can you imagine walking in your Donna and you're watching everybody go about their business and going on their flights, and here you are being paraded through the airport, humiliated? Oh, this must have been awful for her.
I'll get the case number for the video.
So someone else is saying that Rashy is a poker player. I used to love playing poker. Does anybody remember? About a long time ago, it was really popular. I started playing probably around 2000s, early 2000s, and then I don't know what happened. That poker group fell apart. Does he sniff his fingers as he's playing poker? That's what I want to know. I don't know whether he was a state prosecutor or a federal prosecutor. I don't think it said in the thing. I'd have to look again. I don't think it distinguished. Yeah, all I can think about is Donna's look and her dress. I mean, she looks really quite, I hate to say this, I hate to say anything nice about her, but quite hip in her hoodie and her sneakers, and she's so thin that always photographs great. You're always going to look great if you're that stick thin on film. So, you know, she looks not terrible, you know, for someone getting arrested boarding a flight where you're not expected to be on camera or be preemed, and but she's so evil. It's really hard. It's hard to do anything but take delight in this. To know what she did to Dan Markel, to know the way she tried to alienate his children, the ideas she had. Let us not forget dressing up your kids in Hitler outfits. Pretty bad. So I wish I had a bottle of champagne to watch this with. Honestly, I've enjoyed every minute I've watched this.
You want to use the other?
Also, she doesn't have the kind of emotional depth that wears on you over time. She's completely without those, devoid of those kind of depth of feeling that does age you. So, and she's had tons and tons of money. She's been insulated by her money. I believe I just read an article that said they had $8 million. Something like that. When the first, the first accounting of their, at the time of Dan Markel's murder, and that was the money that they were making public. And you know that they had a million scams and schemes, in my opinion, to hide their money. They always seem to be suing each other and doing other bizarre things, trading the business back and forth, and odd financial.
No, I mean, that's one. The other one, the other side. I'll hold it. All right, 30. Be careful now.
Is that Donna's phone going off or someone else's? Wouldn't that be great if they picked up with, like, Wendy called or someone called, Charlie called to see how she was? She's like, I'm getting arrested. I'm getting arrested. It's terrible. They can't do this. They can't do this. It's horrible. Call Rashy. Call him. He's wonderful. Get my bond ready. She really thinks she's going to bond out of this. They've always had their money work for them, and this time there's no money, there's no preference, there's no preferential treatment, there's no special judge that's going to wave his magic wand and make this go away for her. Yeah, Dr. Zapp, she doesn't seem too surprised. I think she's very drugged up here. I think she was ready for a long flight on substances. That's what I think. So I think when she's talking about her medications, and she knows they're going to wear off. So right now she's not going to be in shock. All of this is going to ease the blow. But she was surprised enough to say, this is horrible. This is, you can't do this. And Harvey thought he could talk his way, out of getting her out of handcuffs. So if I just explain it to them nicely, we're not like those poor criminals. We're the rich criminals. We have those rich white collar kind of lawyers. That was Rashbaum's specialty, and Maricel's too. So.
Okay, we want to thank Morgan.
You know, it's always funny. This is a good place for me to take a quick break. I'm sorry, guys, but I've been going long time. Oh, thank you, MW. Thanks again. The music in the airport. Isn't it good? Isn't it good? Isn't the whole thing so delicious? I mean, remember when I was saying, I don't know if you were watching back then, but in the early coverage of this case, I was like, if only this were on film, if only I had a film of Donna getting arrested, and now we do. Dreams do come true. It's just amazing to watch. I don't think there's something about seeing her in court fine, and it just makes me laugh when I hear people talk about their arrest as so traumatic, how awful the officers were to them. And then you see these arrest footage and they're telling her, everybody's being so nice to her. You don't want to give us your medication. They're just going to destroy it, Mrs. Adelson. I mean, they're not letting her walk without handcuffs, but excuse me, she was just trying to hop on a plane to a non-extradition country. So I'm going to take less than a minute break. And when we get back, more of Donna Adelson's amazing arrest footage when we return. Don't go anywhere. If you are enjoying this episode of my True Crime Report, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share this episode. Get access to exclusive podcasts and other bonus content by becoming a patron today. If you have a question or comment for me, shoot me a super chat and I'll do my best to answer it and read it on air. Thanks so much. Now back to the show. Okay. Back to Donna Adelson's amazing arrest footage. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me and watching this. Like I said, I would just be watching it anyway, probably like a fiend. It's so bizarre and so interesting.
You fit in? Perfect. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome.
Mrs. Adelson, you are going, I can't do that accent, but you're going to jail.
Okay, I'll do that. Huh?
We got to take the fancy lady away so we can violate all her rights in jail. Do you remember that? Do you remember Donna claiming that they violated all of her rights? All of them? All of her rights. All of them. Oh, the fancy lady in the police car. Oh, my law.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna leave it like that. Let me. Wait, you can have the car if you want, Joan. Let me leave the camera.
The address on the license is good.
Huh?
The address on the license.
That's a comment, okay?
Can you warn me when you're going to whip around the camera like that? I need a little bit of a warning when you're going to turn it totally on the fancy lady. It's like first on the police officer's stomach, then it's like turns around and it's like Donna full head on, looking totally out of it. She's definitely not feeling any pain right there at all. But she can't even push up her glasses. Oh my. But this is really the great equalizer. Unfortunately, rich people have an advantage in every part of our society. Law is no different, but she's just like anyone else here. Does anyone else think Donna reminds you of a turtle? She's a very turtle-like face there. And she has such a big area between her nose and her lip. Usually men have that, like a very long area between her nose and her lip. Kind of protruding. I always think of a turtle. Like she looks like very turtle-like to me there. I'm not trying to shame her for her looks, certainly, but it's just, that's what I think of. Do you want me to do her inner voice? This is Donna's inner voice here. This is horrible. It's horrible. It's awful. These stupid people. Stupid. Couldn't even let me get to Vietnam. They couldn't even let me flee to Vietnam. They're stupid. They're horrible. Inbred people of Tallahassee. That horrible Georgia Cappleman. I'm going to get her. I'm going to get her. I'm going to get my revenge on her. They haven't beaten the Adelson family yet, that Georgia. That's what she's thinking in the backseat there, shaking her head. No, it looks like it's gone from disbelief to total depression here. She looks like it's really starting to hit her right about here. Even though she does look very like she's cushioned medically by her medications. But I think it's starting to hit her, and I think she's starting to think about ending it all here. That's what it looks like to my eye, but I don't know. That's like, it's been a good time for the fancy lady. The fancy lady has led a good life. I have 2 beautiful children, And one horrible one. I've done what I wanted to do. No one got the best of me. And they still can't. I'll get out and then I'll just end it all. That's what I think she was thinking about. I'm convinced she thought she was getting bail here. I'm convinced. Okay. Thank you so much, Lori, Causey. So enjoying this and your input. The Donna voice. I think you mean over makes me laugh. I think you mean always. Yeah. So glad you're feeling better. Thank you. I really thought Donna cursed me. Cursed me. I was like, did Donna curse me? I'm reaching for the Pepto-Bismol. That's what I'm telling my boyfriend. I'm like, oh no. Jackie C. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Appreciate it. Super chat. My boyfriend saying anger, denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance, Donna. 5 stages of grief. Good point, honey. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. She's going through those stages of grief in the back of the car.
I'm going to check you first, okay? Just stay still.
Oh, so now they're transporting her. This isn't where she got all dehydrated without water for 2.5 minutes. That came later. So clues, bees keeping. You think you could make a video on how they could go after the delightful Wendy? Same with. Do you mean how they could charge her, or what's the evidence, or do you mean how they could get rid of the Castigar issues, or which are interesting? I've learned a little bit more from our legal. He's pretty much like our legal, or like my legal advisor, Matt Schneider, sent me some more interesting stuff about the Castigar issues. Pretty good news on that front. But yeah, I did one video recently about all the things that make me think she's guilty. Let me know what you mean. Let me know what you mean a little bit more. Beekeeping.
That makes sense to me. I have nothing on. I still gotta ask you now. Have nothing. I'm helping. Still gotta ask you now. 2007. Connie.
Yeah, 75.
On 14 kilo, second floor, door 17 at United.
1928 at 109, right?
Yes,
And then I took a 15 with 3105.
Do you mean the fancy lady doesn't have a shank on her? I think we're all safe. That's good to know.
And I was arrival at 2035. Then you show me on
This thing with water, this new obsession with water that everybody has. I get that you want to stay hydrated, but there used to be a time back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s where we all went through a whole day without any water. People made whole speeches without any water. We all were fine. It's funny now. Like, you're not, that's what's one of her reasons that her rights were violated, is that she was dehydrated in the trip in the van from Miami to Tallahassee, that she was given no water. So
Well, the air condition doesn't go to the back because of the vent, because of the plastic. Can we open this a little bit then? Absolutely. That's fine.
It'll be freezing. Yeah. You'll be glad you have it.
You want to take it?
So she said, she's so like, great, I won't be arrested. I won't be arrested. And she's like, look, can you, I'm so hot back here. And she's like, not thinking that she's arrested. You're arrested, Donna. You don't have rights. You don't have air conditioning preferences here in the back of a cop car. And she's like, great. And the woman's being so nice to her. She's like, look, you're going to be so happy you have that sweatshirt in prison. And she's like, you'll be freezing there. And she's like, great. If this were me, I'd be so appreciative. Not Donna. Not Donna at all. Everybody's being so nice to her and not only thinks about herself and how bad everything is for her. I don't think we've heard a thank you once from her. Wow, she sounds like Wendy there. Again, to this water thing. So she's saying she's getting water here, but she's not getting water in a 7-hour trip. This I find hard. I find she just made up a lot of nonsense to get out on bail. Because I think, once again, she was really surprised. What? She's going to ask about the warrant here, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly.
No. Thank you. Do you know how long we're going to sit? Oh.
So this is the first thank you we've heard from Donna. She's very appreciative for the water. Thank you. Okay, Donna. Here, she's like, do you know how long and where we're going? Because now the wheels are starting to turn, and how can she gain control back? She's totally out of control, and that water would have been the reminder. She's like a baby, like it's like a baby bottle being fed like a baby, which for Donna is like one of the worst things. It's all about control, and you can see from her or jail record, excuse me, it's all about the food and the fork, and there's so many control issues around food. and water I would put in that same category. So now it's being fed to her, and now she's going to try to get control over her schedule, where she's going. So she knows more about where she's going and what's happening. She can gain more control. The more information you have, right? Information is power, right? Knowledge is power.
How long we're going to sit here?
As soon as he comes back, he's going to take you from here to the warrant school and then to the facility. You're waiting for the other officer to come back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, whatever information he took from you, I guess that's what he was missing, so he's going to enter that and come back.
Okay. So the next place is what? The warrant? What did you say?
Huh?
What did you say the next place was?
Well, see, what happened is the warrant that they have from you is from out of Leon County.
When did they issue a warrant?
So what happened is we have to take you to our warrant school for that information to get entered, and then after that gets entered, before we can take you to the jail, to the local jail.
Okay, because I didn't know there was a warrant. How would I know that?
Well, we wouldn't have been.
You wouldn't know that, Donna. Donna, they're not going to tell you have a warrant. You were fleeing to a non-extradition country. They're not going to tell you, honey. They're not going to tell you about that warrant when you're fleeing.
Able to take you if there wasn't something in place.
So aren't they supposed to inform? Aren't they supposed to inform me if there was a warrant?
Donna, sweetheart, they're not going to inform you. You're a criminal now. You're not a fancy lady no more. You're a criminal. Sorry, Donna. It's all over. It's all over. You're in cuffs. Do you get it? You get it? She still doesn't get it. She's in La La Land. I'm sorry. I'm just hearing my boyfriend laugh in the other room. It's making me laugh.
Well, I don't know the details.
I don't either.
They had a warrant, and you the gentleman that you met earlier in the plain clothes.
Yes.
Right. They were supposed to inform.
They were cops. The gentleman you met in plain clothes. You know those guys you met in plain clothes, honey? They were cops, Donna. They were cops. And you got a warrant for murder. For murder. You were arrested for murder. And you're asking about your warrant. I can't.
Whatever. And then because it's a county warrant, that's how we became involved.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, she's rolling her eyes like, okay, well, it wasn't done by the letter. Donna, it was done by the letter. You got nothing, Donna. You got nothing. Oh. Okay, but once my lawyer hears about this, we're going to have a big lawsuit. We're going to get a lot of money for this. Okay, but you're going to be very sorry. The fancy lady's going to have a revenge. Oh my, oh my, oh my. I would say she's somewhere between the anger and bargaining. So she's trying to bargain, like, you can't arrest me. You can't arrest me. I didn't see my warrant. And so now now the wheels are really turning. And now she's thinking like about getting out of this. But I think it's starting to hit her that because she didn't see the warrant, she may not be getting bond. She may be in jail for a while.
Can I have the wrist?
1 second, Ray.
Also, that's on those. My understanding is on those kind of substances, those kind of medications, your throat can get your mouth can get very dry. That may be it. But I'm wondering if she's getting some comfort from that kind of attention. It must feel like some kind of massage or some kind of comfort to be like tended to. That's the only kind of special treatment she's getting, is that constantly being fed water like a baby.
Yeah, you're gonna have to bring up the window because it's raining.
It's raining a lot, yeah?
It's raining.
Okay, brother. Thank you, man.
All right.
I'll see you.
Ritz B, great point. I'm surprised she hasn't mentioned her daughter's a lawyer. Yeah. I don't think she would think that Wendy would come to her aid. I don't think she would want to. Like, she's still pretending like this is some kind of... I don't think she's getting that. I don't know if she doesn't want anyone else to get how serious this is. Like, the charges are going to be very serious. This is murder. 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 She's in there for murder.
Airport very cozy. Change my QTH to Warren, transporting a white female, ready for study.
We're transporting a fancy lady who says that this is insane and we can't do this. We're bottle feeding her water, and so far she's pretty compliant. We'll be there in 10. See ya.
6003.
Extreme professionalism by the police here. Extreme professionalism. I can't be more impressed. I mean, you hear these like horror stories. Jackie, thank you so much. I forgot to write my last super chat. I know, Jackie, it's hard. It's thank you so much. Oh wait, I think I've okay, I got it. It's so hard to keep focus. This is so delicious. Thank you so much for your super chat. And I forgot to write my last super chat. I'm so enthralled. I don't think that she was worried about Harvey getting arrested. No, I was saying that I think Harvey was worried for a second there. If you watch his face, I think she always said it was that we might not make it out. And you can see Harvey checking if he's getting arrested. Oh, you're saying, oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay, you're right. You're right, Jackie. You're right. I'm wrong. I'm getting spacey and ditzy headed from this. I think she was worried that he can't manage without her. Good point, Jackie. See? Something I didn't think about. Yeah, you're probably right. No one can, right? Good point. Great point, Jackie. I think you're totally right. And yeah, great point. We're almost to the end of this, sadly, but we'll be watching this maybe tomorrow. Don't worry. There'll be plenty more times we'll watch this on my channel. I'm sure until it gets old for me.
Let's roll up the windows. It's raining once we exit, okay?
You know, it'd be fun to cut the greatest hits of this. And cut out these kind of parts, the parts without Donna, and just keep in the Donna parts. Oh, that just looks so wonderful right now. It is so cold here in New York. Just looking at those palm trees and oh, it looks so lovely. It is freezing. It snowed last. I love snow, but it snowed last night and then it turned into sleety rain. It's just extremely cold here, so that looks lovely.
Chiuso. Let me lock the door.
Just push my glasses up a little on my nose.
Absolutely. Like that.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
No, you're welcome. I'm gonna go to that office right there in the corner.
You know they're just going to slide back down by the time she walks in the place. You would think. At least that's someone who wears glasses.
Let me get the door for you. Thank you. How you doing? Let's have a seat over there. This one here.
How do we have all this delicious footage? How? I'm just so thankful for it. Thanks for watching this with me.
We turn out a little bit this way, so it's protocol that we need to follow, you know? Rules and regulations. Take your time, no rush, cover your head. We're gonna go through that door over in the corner.
Whoa, Sharon, thank you so much. So happy we all watched this together. Thank you. Wow, that's generous. Thank you so much. Wow. Double made my night. Thank you, Sharon. Wow, mind blown. Thanks so much. Wow. Wow. Speechless for once. I don't think my boyfriend's ever seen me like that. Seriously, thank you so much, Sharon Einstein. Thank you so much. Eisenstein. Sorry, Sharon. I really am terrible with names. Thank you, Sharon Eisenstein, for the extremely, extremely generous super chat. Appreciate it so much. So this is getting near the end. This is like where it gets so sad. And thank you, Long Crime. Thank you, Long Crime, for putting this all up. There's always I always try to put the links in the description of my videos if you're looking for the source. if they're not up at the time I make the video, they will be at the in a couple hours when I get around to it.
6014. It's hard to see. Oh, you know what?
It's all red.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, someone's saying definitely not the demeanor of someone not guilty. Yeah, great point. There's not like, she tries a little in the beginning, like, this is insane. Not what is this about? What did I do? Is someone going to explain this to me? When can this be worked out? When can I get out of here? I mean, those are the kind of things you think, even faking even as a guilty person, but not really. She looks incredibly, I would say, incredibly medicated. I keep saying it over and over, but that's really the impression I get. I don't think it hits her. And then when we see her in the turtle suit, she's very defiant and angry. Like the anger, you can feel the defiance and the anger in that bond hearing. She's had all her control stripped away from her. Here, I think she still is under the delusion that somehow she's going to gain control over the situation.
Oh, let's stand over just in case it starts raining.
Just one more time to the Miami cops. Great job. Isn't that sweet? Everybody's being so kind to her. Over here for the rain, don't get rained on. We don't want you to be in your wet clothes. Oh, well, she won't be in those clothes for very long, unfortunately. But still, they don't want her to be uncomfortable while she gets processed. Kind, just incredibly kind.
How you doing, boss? Hold on for me.
All right. Thank you so much. This is it. This is the end, unfortunately. Do you guys want to hang out for just a few minutes and chit chat? What are you guys thinking about? Thanks, Lori. You're worth it, Roberta. You're one of a kind. Oh, that's so kind. Now wearing the turtle suit. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about, should we just see that bond hearing just for a second? Anybody who wants to hang around and chit chat for a few? I need a little come down after that. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sharon Eisenstein again. I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone. I'm mad at Wendy. Anybody wants to hang out? Let me just see. Hold on. Let me take that down. Sorry. I just want to, so we can just, let me see if I can find her bail hearing. I just want to sort of contrast that. I think they call it bond or bail hearing. So, yeah, here's her first court appearance, right? Oh, no, that's her first court appearance. We saw her here with the orange suit. I'm trying to find her bond hearing. Is it still up here? All right. This is just the one where she's in the orange suit. I'm sorry. I didn't really prepare for this part. First court appearance. Let me see. With that judge who's so famous. Do you know what I'm talking about? She actually is famous for Here we go. All right, I found it. It's... Oh, here it is. Right? Oh, no, that was the one. Okay, got it, guys. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Nobody wants to listen to me search the internet, I don't think. I do not think. So...
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
And I apologize, it is an in-state warrant. So I did write out of state.
We have a busy calendar today, so.
You do.
So do you know the one I mean that got like over 1 million views? This judge, she came across one of her former classmates from middle school. It's really kind of moving. So she's known to be spirited and eccentric.
Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, you were arrested on a warrant from Leon County, Florida. The charges are public order crimes. It says attempted solicitation, conspiracy to commit a capital felony, homicide, willful, it says homicide, but maybe attempted homicide, I'm sorry. Attempted solicitation or...
Do you know what this reminds me of? Is The Player. Do you remember when Tim Robbins is brought in and Whoopi Goldberg is swinging her tampon? He's brought in and they're going to talk to him about murder cases, and she's like looking for super plus tampons, and it's like all kind of chaotic and odd. So it's so odd that the judge can't read her charges, and Donna, like really serious, her murder charges, and Donna's sitting there like stiff and defiant, and she's like, I think it says conspiracy murder, attempted murder. What is it? You know, it just as organized and professional as the cops were, we get like a real eccentric, off the wall judge here.
Conspiracy to commit homicide. It looks like 2 counts of that. So your attorney is here. Ms. Del Caso, anything you want to say?
Good morning, Your Honor. Marisol Descalzo on behalf of Donna Adelson. We are going to waive extradition to Leon County.
The judge is like, don't embarrass yourself, Marisol. There is none of that. It's an instant. She's going instantly. They have to violate the fancy lady's all her rights in Tallahassee. Sorry, I had to cough. Don't even bother. Don't embarrass yourself, please.
State warrant, which means, so basically you have a warrant from Leon County. It sounds like really serious charges. They have up to 15 days to come and pick you up. The reset date here is November 29th to make sure you get picked up. So Ms. Del Caso, what you can do is reach out to Leon County, the prosecutor's office there, and see if they'll agree to a bond. If they do agree to a bond, you're welcome to contact Ms. F. She can send you a sample order we use. And with that order, we can sign.
Judge, I think it's unlikely there's going to be an agreement on this.
What's the solicitation case? Anyway. Okay, so you want to hear something funny though? She looks like a lady that was on my airplane yesterday. Mm-hmm. Did you come in from Paris?
So there's been some confusion if the judge is referring to Donna or Marisol. I always thought it was Marisol, but other people say she was talking about Donna, and maybe Donna was in Paris. I don't think so. I don't think she. I think we would have heard she was in Paris for Charlie's trial. Remember, this happened all after Charlie's trial, after his conviction.
I did not. I wish.
November 13th is when she got arrested. This is from the 14th.
She looks like a lady who was on the airplane with me, for real. And I'm sorry you're going through all this. They have 15 days to pick you up. The reset date's November 29th. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck to you.
The society page is suggesting we turn down the volume. Is this what you're suggesting, the society page? One of my favorite YouTube channels. Highly suggest you subscribe to them. along with Murder by Maestro, two of my favorite channels on this case, along with Carl Steinbeck and AA Legal Focus. Those are my mainstays. But you're suggesting to turn down the volume and watch Dark Side of the Moon? Okay. Well, this has been fun. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and watching this. I just wanted to kind of see the demeanor difference. Obviously, it seems like it's really hitting her there. And I would think the shock, and between the shock and the medications, I think she had a nice buffer. But it really only delayed those feelings for her. Kind of put them off. So I'll see you tomorrow at 6 at my regular time. Thanks everyone for listening to this with me. Please hit the like, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Leave me a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. And I'll see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be talking about Harvey and Donna and how they lost money in a Ponzi scheme tomorrow. See you then, guys. Have a great night, everybody.